This is an operation management study about a beauty salon named Headmaster, made by André Yuki, Caio, Felipe, Luiz Henrique, Maia, and Thaís Moraes.
To get some information about what the customers thought, we went to the salon and interviewed some people. With that information, we concluded that hygiene is considered the most important aspect by clients, and surprisingly, price is the less important one. Also, when we went to the reviews of the salon on Google and also on Facebook, and took a look at all the reviews, the thing people talked about the most was the staff. There were many positive reviews about the staff. They were actually mentioned in 29 reviews as being a really positive aspect. And also, the renowned professionals are very important for the people looking at the customer criteria. And so it's really good for the salon to have a really good staff and also really good customer service. Also, the environment of the salon was talked about in many reviews, and people had many positive reviews about it, saying it was the best in the region and things like that. Also, if we consider hygiene, location, and size of the place as environment, we can see that the salon is doing extremely well in the four most important aspects for clients, which are hygiene, location, size of the place, and the professionals.
To do the analysis of competitors, we first look for the whole city of São Paulo. Find out that the competitors from Headmaster are 1838 and Soho. 1838 have as outstanding, renowned professional, but it has their consumers don't think that they have a good enough coffee. Soho has a bad location and space size, showing a disadvantage comparing to the other two salons. On the same neighborhood of Headmaster, we have two main competitors, Inover and Espaço Beleza e Arte. Most of clients from Inover are from class B and C. Because of that, we believe that the price is outstanding. Espaço Bela Beleza e Arte focus on the segment of bridal day, competitive with Headmasters.
The volume and the variability of the service flow tends to be slightly high because they can vary a lot depending on what the customer wants, but they have some activities that must follow in order, such as washing before cutting the hair. Well, in case of high volumes, it's possible for them to change the service flow and start the attendment while the customer is still waiting, such as by doing manicure while they wait. The main resource and one of their best strengths is their people, their professionals. The capacity increase for the company is gradual, since they need to make changes in the space in order to grow. They have a competitive criteria based on efficiency, since their main focus is on getting a good result, and the flexibility is really common in the industry. The volume they attend is high, but not so much, since they have appointed hours, so then they won't have too much overbooking. The standardization and the variability is respectively low. Standardization and high variability, since each customer has different demands and they work to attend them all.
So, talking about the evaluation form for service characterization of our company, the company that we are analyzing, I think that first is interesting to say, to highlight about the production. Science is a beauty center. The company focuses on works and operates in a faster and a dynamic way. It's the better option for them. And talking about the demand is completely predictable. The company basically based their demand on the year before, and they also predict a small and a continuous increasing. So they keep increasing, passing the years. And they stock about the stock, the company basically renews the stock quarterly, and it costs about 15,000. And talking about the profitability we consider is low. Like, there is some months that they even have loss. So, but in the average is about 15%.
Firm revenues are stable and high, as you can see in the next slides. The quality issues are few from what I heard, but it's hard to actually measure it because it's subjective. The number of suppliers, it's a lot since they have to buy shampoos, conditioners, and all this stuff. But these suppliers don't need to be trustful since there are a lot of substitutes in the market, easily substitutable. About the process changes, there are several process changes since the customer can only do their nails or do the nails in her job, and it all changes the process itself. The capacity restrictions are clear and limited, such as the limit of chairs they have available for cutting the hair, so it's not easily to change, there are clear limits. About the process itself, there are low difficulties and changes since it's even usual for the hair cutters to accept requests from the customers during the service, such as I want it shorter here or larger that, so it's usual and very common. All the flexibility, as you saw, or such a flexible process, it has a lot of flexibility and it contributes to having a variable lead times.
This table shows the revenues of the company from June 15 until August 17, and it is possible to see that the best months are July and December. It can be explained because of the graduations that happen on these months and other parties like Christmas and New Year's Eve. And also, the prices, they are not related to any cost rule, but it depends on the market. The waiting lines, it is rare because everything is scheduled, so it avoids the waiting line, so the customers don't get to the hairdresser and ask for a service, but they try to schedule it before. And the costs and expenses are salaries, rent, bills like electricity, telephone, internet, and things like this. What else? The demand can be influenced because of the hygiene of the space. As can be seen in the customer questionnaire, it is the most important point for them, and what can disturb the demand is this.
Thank you to watch our presentation.